So here I am in the middle of Texas, and I'm at the Texas Rose Antique Show at this incredible thrift and vintage, and it's just everywhere for miles all over the place. And I've been having so much fun, and I'm here with my friend Leanne Stevenson. She's the vintage laundress, and I've been hanging out in her shop. We've been selling lots of goodies and hopefully selling a book or few. So let's go inside and let's go visit. I had barely walked in the door when I was accosted with all of these incredible vintage treasures, things that I just couldn't quit looking at everywhere I went. I was also mesmerized by the work of Maggie at the Veranda in Canton, and how she took all these old vintage papers, such as old books and sheets of music, and turned them into these beautiful pinwheels, and then she placed them in this metal basket atop some old bingo boards. Across the way, I spied this adorable grouping of little Santa mugs, and then right next to it, just like a crow who's attracted to the shiny, well, here is this glorious, glorious display of holiday ornaments laid out to look like delicious grapes on a platter. Meandering through Maggie's booth gave me all kinds of ideas for decorating for the holidays, and then I saw this tree in the corner whose blooms are all made out of old dress patterns. Maggie also brought in some of her creations that, well, you could say are fit for a king or a queen. And last but not least, the moment you've been waiting for, I'm in the Vintage Laundress's booth, and we're going to get to meet Leanne Stevenson. Hello, Vintage Laundress, here she is. She's going to show me around her shop, and she's been letting me sell a couple books while we're doing a lot of work.
Oh, we're worn out.
We're working really hard here, trying to make a dollar. So I love all these tablecloths. They remind me of the tablecloths that I used to see when I was a kid. I always wanted them. And now I like to go to garage sales and try to find things like this. Leanne's has the most gorgeous vintage linens in the South. I hope they're coming to New York very soon. There were so many wonderful things in Leanne's booth, like these old belt buckles on a card that could be framed, or her collection of vintage apparel, and her china and all of the blue glass that she had sitting around. Now, who could resist that? And maybe a copy of The Find, the House and Works book of decorating with thrift shop treasures, flea market objects, and vintage details? I'm Stan Williams, the Elegant Thrifter. Always frugal, always fabulous.